part used to be a polo ground for the people, and the blacks were not allowed to. And that is why when authorities took Dr. Kwame Nkrumah on the 6th of March 1967, he gained independence for Ghana. He chose these very same grounds to declare the independence. Where the statue is situated over there was the exact same spot Kwame Nkrumah used to declare Ghana's independence. Kwame Nkrumah was born on the 21st of September 1909 to Elizabeth in Nyaneba and Kobina Nkrumah in Kofo in the Western region. He was an only child of his mother. His father was a goldsmith, but he lost his father at a very young age. And growing up, Nkrumah was rebellious for his school. He didn't really like school. And instead of the usual 9 months a woman would carry pregnancy before giving birth, Madame Elizabeth carried Nkrumah for 11 months before giving birth to him. And for that reason, his peers made fun of him growing up. Child. So Nkrumah asked his mom once if he was really a Busimba, and the mother told him that God took his time to create him, to make him extra smart and special from all his peers, and that was why it took 11 months for him to be born. And so after he heard his mother say this, he decided to go to school to explore his brain to see what his mother said was true. Then they didn't have money growing up, so Nkrumah used to beg to help his mother pay for his school before he later gained a scholarship to study at Lincoln University, Pennsylvania in the United States. That was in 1935. Ghana used to be gold free and it came to Ghana after independence. And the political party they had at the time was the United Gold Free Convention, UGCC. One of them, by name Accra, said London, met Nkrumah and had an encounter with him. And based on the encounter he had with Nkrumah, he was able to figure out how smart Nkrumah was. And so when he came back home, he told the other political members he met a Ghanaian who was very smart in London. And he presented to them. March 1967 and became the Prime Minister, while Queen Elizabeth, the Queen of England, was still the head of state. But only after 6 years of being President of Ghana, Nkrumah left Ghana for a peace mission in Vietnam. I was in transit in China when he received information that his government had been overthrown in a coup d'etat on the 24th of February 1966. And for security reasons, when Nkrumah got the news, he didn't come back to Ghana. He went into self-exile in Guinea. He fell sick of prostate cancer. They sent him to Bucharest Hospital in Romania for treatment, 27th April 1930. Within 3 months stayed there in Guinea. The people of Ghana had gone back to Guinea to retrieve his remains, but the Secretary, the then Guinea president, sent them away saying they didn't want Nkrumah when he was alive. And so they didn't want him now that he's dead. But Nkrumah died before his mother Elizabeth, and she kept pleading for his son's remains. So they made recordings of her pleading for his son's remains and sent it to the Secretary. He had compassion on her and decided to release his body to the Secretary. His body was embalmed and the Secretary did that. In 1992, they brought his body from Nkoko to Accra. They had wanted to continue with the state there, but at the time it was already about 20 years. The embalmment was going on and the body was given to the street, and so they had to bury him. But traditionally, it's not allowed to bury someone in a metal coffin here in Ghana. It has to be in a living coffin. And so his body was removed from the metal coffin into a living coffin after the king and he was buried under the museum of Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah was married to a maiden from Egypt called Fatima. Their marriage was a politically arranged one. Nkrumah had plans to unite African countries, especially with the sub-Saharan Africans. And one of the steps towards that was the arranged marriage between himself and Fatima. The marriage was arranged by Abdul Gamal Nasser, the then president of Egypt. who was Fatih and Ashley. And with Fatih, Nkrumah had 2 children. The first is Gamal Nkrumah, who is currently a journalist in Egypt. The second is Samia Nkrumah, who is a politician here in Ghana and she belongs to her father's political party. And the third is Sito Nkrumah, and he's a teacher in the United States. But before Nkrumah married Fatih, he had another son with a Ghanaian British man called Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum. They were not married, they only had a son. Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum was born to a Ghanaian mother and a Scottish father. She was born 14th March 1907 and she died 29th June in the year 2000. And the son she had with Nkrumah is Professor Emeritus Dr. Francis Nkrumah, who also passed away on the 30th of July 2024. After Nkrumah was overthrown and in exile, Fatih went back to Egypt with her children and later died in 2007. Before she died, she made an appeal to the Ghana government she wanted to be very close to her husband. And so when she later died in 2007, her body was brought from Egypt to Ghana and she was also buried under